This is the plaintiff, Samantha Gardner. She says she was asleep one night when the cops woke her up because her parked car was involved in a hit and run. Luckily, she tracked the defendant down. The woman owes her $3,661.66, and she's suing for just that today, so she can get her car fixed. This is the defendant, Melinda. She says her truck was stolen by some minors who took it for a joyride. Luckily, the cops caught the kids, and she's sorry, but she didn't cause the plaintiff's damages and owes her nothing. She's accused of crashing and dashing.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant's truck crashed into her parked car, and the defendant will not do the right thing and pay the damage. But the defendant says the truck was stolen and the joyriders crashed into the plaintiff's car, so she owes her nothing. It's the case of smashing and dashing.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Gardner, tell me what happened.
Good day. Thank you for having me. So I was sleeping in my bed about midnight when my door knocked on, and I realized it was a sheriff. She said, your car is involved in a hit and run, but I don't want you to have any altercation with the owner of the truck, because I told her I wanted to come downstairs to see what's going on with my car. So I walked down to my car with the officer, and the truck was piercing down on the side of my car, the passenger's side. But because the cops said I should not say anything to the defendant, I just had to look at what was going on. So I took pictures of the truck on my car and the license plate number. That's all I had to depend on until I get the crash report. That's where I got Miss Melinda's name from, address from, and everything, so I could file the claim.
Okay, but the police also told you what had happened, right? Like they gave you more information than just that. They told you that Ms. Melinda's car had been stolen, correct?
Yes. No, the cops on the scene, when I came downstairs, the cops, they were talking, and she said the truck was stolen. But Miss Melinda went inside her truck to back her truck out to remove it from my car. So had she called a tow truck to have the truck properly removed from my car wouldn't
properly remove a tow truck. There's only one way to remove the car. That's to put it in reverse and drive in reverse. But Ms. Melinda, tell me what happened here.
I was at a soccer game, and my truck was broken into. A soccer game where? Stolen. Orlando.
Orlando where?
Explorium Stadium.
Okay. How many people are in the state? Like, is it a big stadium, a small stadium? Was this a professional soccer game, a high school soccer game? What was it?
It was about 5,000 people for the Orlando City MLS soccer game.
And what happened?
While we were attending the game, my truck was broken into and stolen. After the game.
Just a moment. Back up. You left your purse with the keys in the car?
Yes.
Why?
They don't allow us to have any bags in the stadium at the time, so we locked everything up in the truck. My purse was hidden in the back seat underneath everything. Nothing was left inside.
So
we took the bare minimum inside.
Stop. You put your purse where? In the trunk or under the seat?
Under the seat. I don't have a trunk.
Right. If you had put it in the trunk and taken your key fob with you, they wouldn't have been able to steal your car. Obviously, you had a key inside of the purse.
No, they were in the armrest.
Why?
Because we weren't allowed to take much inside the stadium, so we took the key fob.
Much? Are you allowed to take your car key? I bet you're allowed to take your car key into the stadium. I bet you are, right? You probably are. Right? Because I don't really care if you take your makeup or your magazines or anything else in your purse. I care if you leave your keys in the car. Why? Because this is exactly the kind of stuff that happens. Okay? This is how joyriders get their joy. They find the opportunity, they see the keys left inside the car, and then, in this case, it was property damage and some extensive property damage. But in a lot of cases, it's death. And in fact, many states have laws making it criminal for people to leave their keys inside of the car. And Florida tried to pass that bill recently. All right? Now, having said that, and I know that's your argument, Ms. Gardner. Well, she left the keys there. And your second argument is, oh, she made it worse when she pulled the car away. Did you pull the car away from the... Are you the one that drove it out, or your boyfriend drove it out?
My boyfriend was instructed by the police officer on how to back the car off of Miss Gardner's car to prevent any damage.
There's no properly tow truck anything. There's just one way. Put it in reverse and pull it out. What did the police say? Did the police say there was some special way?
Yes, they tried to have Miss Gardner move her car forward just a little bit to see if it would be easier to come apart that way. But it just seemed to be easier for us to turn the wheel and back away from the car because there wasn't very much contact. It was on the bumper only. So it literally just had to be separated like this.
There's some serious damage to her car. I mean, you're saying it was a minor, but it's not minor. I mean, that's a lot of damage to that car. Here's the thing, Ms. Gardner. Ms. Melinda wasn't driving. Ms. Melinda's car was stolen. You want me to decide that because of the way her boyfriend drove it away, well, you're not suing her boyfriend anyway, you're suing her, but the way it was driven out, somehow that caused the damage. But you're just making that up because you find yourself in the unenviable position of not having collision insurance yourself. So your insurance company, you don't have the kind of insurance that pays for this, or you would have gone through your insurance company, right?
Can I explain what happened?
Can you answer what I just asked?
Yes.
Do you have collision?
No, but can I explain why?
Okay.
Okay, so what happened is that I was shot in my head by a stray bullet, and I did surgery to remove the bullet. I did surgery to remove the bullet and unable to work. So I'm waiting on SSI disability, and the insurance for my car is very high. So I call the insurance company to find out what can they remove from my policy to lower my payment until I start getting my disability. And he said, what's causing the bill to be so high is your collision and your comprehensive coverage. I said, okay, I will temporarily remove it until my situation changed. I could put the coverage back. But unfortunately,
when did you remove it?
The same day I removed the coverage.
No.
No.
It happened the same day that you had removed the coverage?
On the 14th, yes. The same day.
Oh, no. What bad luck. I cannot believe that. That's awful.
The same day.
Oh, my goodness.
The same exact day. The same day.
That is awful. But it doesn't change the law. The law is that when a car is stolen, it is not the owner's fault that it's stolen. And the law is further that even in a situation like this, where the owner leaves the keys in the car, it's still not foreseeable that not only will someone steal it, you don't expect that someone's going to steal it just because you left your keys there, but that they're going to drive recklessly and have a crash. The law is extremely clear that the owner of the vehicle is not responsible under these circumstances. That's why her insurance company denied your claim over that. And now, the people who were in the car, did they find them?
3 of them, yes, that we know of.
How?
There were several. Well, there was 2 females that fled when they parked the truck. They arrested the 2 females that were on scene as they were running away from the truck.
Oh, they caught him? Like physically caught him running?
Yes. Oh. And the male got away.
And then they must have told them Then they told them who the male was, and they got the male. So what's going on with the criminal case? Because you're the victim on that case. What's going on with the criminal case?
He's being tried. He's in the process of being tried.
Is it an adult or is it a juvenile?
He's a minor. He's a juvenile.
A minor. See, and that's really where the problem lies. That's where, this happens all the time. All right, listen to me. You have a very fortunate circumstance. Who was the driver, the male?
Yes.
Right. Unlike most of these cases where it's hit and run, we happen to know the name of the driver because the kid got arrested. So that's who you sue. Now, does he have insurance? Probably not. Will insurance cover him? Maybe not. But the person whose fault it is the thief. So before we let you go, my staff is going to figure out the name and address of the perpetrator. And nobody's told you the name and address of the kid that got arrested, right, Ms. Gardner?
I never know that anyone was arrested, so it must have been after I left.
Yeah, I don't know. But apparently there are 3 defendants. One of them was driving, and the one who's driving is who you have to pursue. But my verdict in this case is for Ms. Melinda. You still shouldn't leave your keys in the car because this kind of thing can happen. But under the eyes of the law as it stands now, she's blameless for the damages. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Ms. Gardner, how do you feel about the outcome of this case? Are you surprised at the judge's verdict?
I was just prepared, open-minded. It's just one of those things. It's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, it's just very unfortunate all the way around. All right, well, good luck to you. Ms. Melinda, let me just ask you, I mean, obviously you feel sorry for her. You feel sorry for yourself too, don't you?
Yes.
How badly was your car damaged?
It was pretty damaged. It's damaged on all sides. I had to pay to get my car repaired.
You had to pay? Did you have insurance to cover yours?
I did.
You did? Okay. Well, that'll have to wrap it up for this case. Good, you're lucky. But, as the judge said, keep your keys in your pocket next time you park somewhere, okay?
Pretty incredible course of events for poor Miss Gardner here. I mean, just unbelievable. First, she gets hit by a stray bullet in the head. I'm sure no one's going to be standing by to pay her medical bills for that, if it's a stray bullet. And shortly after that, a stray stolen car smashes into her vehicle and causes all of this damage.
On the day she canceled?
On the day she cancels the insurance. My God, it's like getting hit by lightning twice in the same month. It's just, God willing, she's got a blessed and lucky life the rest of the way. But really, the plaintiff wasn't able to present proof that the car was really damaged by backing it off.
Not really. She's just saying, she should have called a tow truck. They would properly remove it. Are you kidding me?
No, they wreck everything.
Yeah,
they'll destroy.
They'll destroy the car and everything. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they're gentle. They're usually they're detail people.
Oh, my goodness.